First edition of Hood Rats and Alley Cats on the street.
Yes.
We are at the Game of Thrones premiere HBO at the San Francisco Opera House.
Yes.
For a memorial war, the War of the Roses, which occurred between the Baratheons and the Targaryens many moons ago. Anyway, there's a bunch of famous people. We feel like extras because they just tell us to show love, and we're like, what the fuck?
Wait. We have instructions to show love.
Oh, there's famous people doing things, maybe. Who knows? Or they could be See, the thing here is you don't really know who's a normie and who's a famie.
You don't. And it's important to know the difference.
Because that's how we know how to value people and whether they matter.
Exactly.
And because we're not getting paid to be extras, but we do look really good.
Yes.
Really.
And we are extraneous to like everything going on, so effectively.
But crucial, because if we don't show the love, then bad things might happen.
I mean, if they feel unloved,
they won't come back.
They won't come back.
They'll leave us forever. They'll be like Danny on the fucking dragon, but they just won't come back. Ever. That's not a spoiler alert because it's vague enough that nobody knows what's happening. Right. Anyway, there's a lot of photographers and a lot of beards that are very fashionable.
Yes.
There's a lot of fashionable facial hair, a lot of cold. It's incredibly cold for California. This is, if you're in Ohio or the Midwest or the East Coast right now, it's a blistering 50 degrees. Like, I can barely breathe. I got out fats, and it's just gonna make me look good.
A blistering 50 degrees is a contradiction in terms, and everyone outside of California is insane.
If you're from the summer isles, you know your definition of what's warm and what's cold is different. I'm Targaryen, so I'm just hot by nature, hottie by nature.
I see.
And naughty, possibly unclear. Oh, people are. It's like New York, except it's not. We saw Peter Baelish, but we didn't realize it was Peter Baelish until he walked away.
Because like when looking, they do their premieres at the cast.
But
presumably there were people on balconies.
Yeah, there was Braun. People said say hi to Braun, and so we did because, he's the thing about Braun is it's just always friend zoned.
Yeah.
And he's always gonna be friend zoned, which is okay. Like, he doesn't need to be needed, but he instinctivally needs that validation. He needs a woman. He needs him a woman, and he needs to stop buying slaves and selling them. Because then he might actually get a woman to want to stay with him, maybe. How can Jorah make this work? How can he overhaul himself and his life and get him a good Jewish girl?
I mean, definitely not buying and selling slaves would be a start.
Yeah, they don't. People don't much cotton to that.
On the road to looking like.
I said cotton. I'm sorry. We're the most obnoxious people at the premiere, and I'm just glad we haven't been thrown out yet. But anyway.
So, yes.
It's so fucking cold. It's so fucking... Winter is... So the funny thing is, winter is over, but it's also coming because it's fucking cold.
Because California makes no sense, and everyone that lives here is insane.
All right, I'm gonna. Now that we've all seen how awesome my jewelry is, this was made by a man named Matt, who is also Christ.
Yes.
Out of things.
Anime Jesus.
He's life Jesus. Can you're cameraman for a second while I clothe myself.
I have a friend that's Jesus, but I'm still unclear on the politics of me using the word, so I can't quote it.
He goes.
But she often contrasts herself to cis Jesus.
Cis Jesus, like CIS or SIS?
CIS.
Cis Jesus. I don't know how I feel about cis Jesus. I don't know how I feel about cis anything, because I'm rude. Like, if you're cis, then step up.
I don't know how to feel about anything because it's so cold that I can't feel my nerve endings.
Nerves are hard, but I didn't want to wear a skirt or a scarf. Didn't want to wear a scarf because I got my Targaryen jewelries on. So they know when they see me that clearly I am a famous person who needs to be like, all these things need to be, I'm on the other side. And you're my something, my Dothraki brother who helps me. Oh, I see. Everyone's just taking pictures of shit, so it makes me feel like they're slowing down.
You know, the people on the inside are doing the same thing that people on the outside are doing, which is standing around and taking pictures and being bored, and there's something weirdly comforting about that.
It is, because it means that the people who know what's happening are reacting the same way we are, so it means we're appropriate.
Right. We're correct, exactly.
The main thing in most situations is I'm the right one, right? I'm correct. Can we, how close are cops and things to where we are? Can we get closer and look inside, or is it just all obscured because of that weird curtain?
I'm going to say yes to the second one, but I don't know how much it blocks, so I was just walking by it.
We're going to go on a small field trip and hopefully return to home base. Oh God, these shoes are comfortable, but not. They're comfortable in that they look like really good. Alright. Let's just inch closer and closer, and then inch further and further away. So they've got this to presumably, they have a greenhouse. They have indoor heating, even though it's in a freaking tent, and we have the open blue bullshit cold sky.
Beautiful white expanse of
Pretty rude.
clouds.
I'm not feeling it. But
San Francisco hates people, but people are very stubborn, so we continue to live here.
it's been trying to get rid of us for a long time, earthquakes and shit. But
One of these days, it's gonna break off the map, and we're gonna be like,
in
well,
Australia,
I guess we're islanders now.
I'm fine with that. In a lot of California, especially Northern California, are those people, or are they just? See, I don't know who's a person and who's not a person.
Okay, that's a crew person. That's a dude with a pretty gnarly mohawk.
I think that might be, no, I don't know. That might be the lady that my mom knows. But, hold on. We're at 7 minutes and 20 seconds into the HBO Game of Thrones premiere that we're 2 hours late to. So, because we had to look this good. It was so much work. COPD's overtime. Anyway, we're gonna pause.